let's start with the membership. Okay, we have two categories of membership. We have, first of all, the classic package. It's 1,000 points and it's just 59,200 naira. 59,200 naira for those of us in Nigeria. And the second category is sectional, is sectioned into two parts. We have, first of all, that's the second category is the business builder program, sectioned into two parts, the agency program and the wholesaler program. Alright, so let's go through right now to the classic package. Remember, classic package 1,000 points, 59,200. What are the benefits? Number one, you're getting immeri products at the distributor prices. That's one. And number two, you enjoy our sponsor bonuses up to 2 levels. Sponsor bonus up to 2 levels. Now this is what I mean. Now it means that if I run a classic package, alright, and I refer someone who comes in to run a classic package, I'm going to earn a sponsor bonus of 5%. Now, with the 5% cash point that I get as sponsor bonus, I also get an additional 10% of the 1,000 points. Now, the 10% is called the repeat sales point. It's 10% of that I get. But I also get another level of sponsor bonus, meaning that if I, Patrick, I sponsor, say, Peter, I get 5%, alright, on cash points, and I also get 10% repeat sales point. Okay? Now the repeat sales point is points that are accumulated that you can use to get immeri products without paying a dime. Alright? Now when Peter comes in with Paul, Peter will get 5%. I will also get 5%, meaning that I'm earning 5% on 2 levels. That is awesome, alright? That's great. Now let's look at the business builder packages. We have the agency program. The agency program is 295,930 naira. Your stock value is the same amount because you don't have any rebates for this particular program. Of course, you have one account, and then you get a lifetime discount of 30%. Then we have the wholesale program. We have the wholesale tier 1, wholesale tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. But the tier 1 is 739,825 naira. But because you're getting a 20% rebate, you get a stock value of 946,000 naira and 76 naira. Of course, you also have one account and a lifetime discount this time around of 50%. The wholesaler tier 2 is worth 1,479,650 naira. But you're getting a 30% rebate, so your stock value is 2,130,696 naira. You have an extra account attached to that. Your wholesale tier 2 account is an agency account, it's not active, and of course your lifetime discount is 50%. The wholesale tier 3 is 2,219,435 naira, but you're getting a rebate of 40%, and of course your stock value this time around is 3,699,135 naira. You have 2 agency accounts extra, meaning you have 3 accounts in all, and then you get a lifetime discount of 50%. So the wholesale tier 4 is worth 2,959,300. Your stock value is 60%. That's awesome. So your rebate is 50%. So your stock value is worth 5,918,600 naira. You get 3 extra agency accounts, and your lifetime discount is indeed 50%. Let's look at the membership rankings. We have the pre-associate group, which is the first group. Now, for the pre-associates, everyone who runs the classic package will go on the pre-associate group. But everybody else who are on the agency program, who are on the wholesaler programs, tier 1 to 4, will go to the associate group. So the specs for the ranking is the pre-associate board to the group, to the associate group, then to the executive group, from the executive to the managers, from the managers to the directors, from the directors to the ambassadors. So that's how, right? So our bonus types. Our bonuses are very lucrative, innovative, competitive, profitable. We have the sponsor bonus, we have the team bonus, elite bonus, promotion bonus, leadership bonus, director development bonus, same rank bonus, repeat sales bonus, travel incentives, car reward, and of course we have the house reward. Now let's look at the sponsor bonus first of all. Now if you're running the classic, the agency, or the wholesaler packages, and you sponsor into immeri, anyone who is running whether classic or the agency packages, you'll be earning on a sponsor bonus on two levels, first level and second level, meaning that if you sponsor somebody into immeri, you get 5% sponsor bonus on the first level. When that person refers somebody else, you also be earning 5% on the second level. So all these two levels of sponsor bonuses will get, for the first level, 10% repeat sales points. I talked about repeat sales points earlier, from the points acquired for those packages that they're running. You get 10% of that for you. And then, but if the person you are sponsoring into immeri wants to come in with the wholesaler packages from tier 1 to 4, whether you're running classic agency or wholesaler packages, you will be earning on 3 levels. Alright? If the person you are sponsoring into immeri comes in on the wholesaler packages from tier 1 to 4, you will be earning sponsor bonus on 3 levels: 10% first level, 5% second level, and 5% on the third level. Right now, let's get on the pre-associate board. In immeri, we run a board breaking system or board splitting system. Now, the first board, which is the group of the pre-associates, these are for all those who are running the classic packages. The board is made up of 15 tasks. Alright? It's made up of 15 tasks. Let's look at the board again. 15 tasks. Now, for all the tasks, for the first 7 tasks at the top of the board is for existing members of the immeri program for that particular package. So we have first of all, the first task will be occupied by the elite pre-associate who is the leader of that particular pre-associate board. So we have the number 1 person as the elite, then we have the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They are all existing members. So the new members who come into the board will come in at number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now when the board is full, it means that we have completed 1 cycle. When we complete 1 cycle, 2 things will happen. Number 1, the elite pre-associate of that board will get promoted. Then, of course, we have 14 remaining members of that board. Now, with the 14 members of the board will break into 2. It will split into 2. When it splits into 2, the 14 remaining members will occupy the membership existing positions of the 2 new boards. Alright, so the 7 will go on the first board and the other 7 will take the membership position on the other board. Alright, now let's look at the first board that's been split out from the initial board that we started from. Now let's say I am positioned at number 12 before the board splits. What happens is we need to get 2 new elite pre-associates or 2 new leaders who will head the 2 new boards. So how do we get that? There are 2 ways in which we get the leaders of the new boards. The first way is by qualification. When we say qualification, we mean by the number of referrals that you have. So we look at the 2 people or 2 members of that board with the highest number of referrals. Alright? And the second way in which you get the elite pre-associates of the board will be by seniority. So in the case of a tie where everyone has the same number of referrals, alright, we'll now look at the most senior members on the board, and they will be the two new elite pre-associates on the two new boards. Now, looking at the example of the board that we have on the screen, the member number 2 and the member number 9 have 3 referrals each, meaning that number 2 will take the elite position of the first board, and number 9 will take the elite position of the other board. And the next highest person is number 11. It will be on the first board, and then we have number 5. Number 7 will come to this board, and then the remaining members are divided into the 2 boards. Alright? So, at the pre-associate level, remember what we said. You only enjoy distributor prizes, that's one. And number 2, referral bonus, or what we call the sponsor bonus. Okay? That's what you enjoy. But for the elite pre-associate, while he's being ranked advanced, meaning that when the board is full, the cycle is completed, the elite pre-associate is going to be promoted, meaning he's ranked advancing to the next rank, he will go with 200 points worth of cash points. Alright? That's 200 points of cash points is worth 11,000 naira, 11,520 naira. So the elite pre-associate of this board gets promoted to the next board, which is the associate board. So same scenario, same dynamics. When the elite pre-associate is being promoted to the associate board, he will already meet 7 existing members of the associate board. So he's going to take up, say, position number 8. So then number 9 is going to come 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. A cycle is completed. The elite associate gets promoted, and of course, the board is going to split into 2. Remember how we got the elite positions for the 2 new boards? By qualification or by seniority. In this case, we're using qualification. Number 2 again has the highest. It's going to take the elite position of the first board. Number 9 has the second highest. And of course, we have number 11, number 5 will take up this board, number 11 on the other one. Then we're going to have number 3 on this board, 7 on the other board, and then of course we have the other members who will now take up the remaining positions of the 2 new boards. So let's say I am number 2, meaning I am the elite associate of this associate board, the new one that's been formed or created. So what happens? For you to earn in the associate board, you must have at least 1 person that you have referred into the associate ranks in immeri. So if you have 1 person that you have referred into the associate ranks, every time your board is being filled up, like the number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 positions are being filled up. That's where the new entrants come in. You will be earning 1,800 naira for every task that the new entrants make. So for task 8, you get 1,800, task 9, 1,800, task 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you get 1,800. You can see, it's awesome, right? Because you have 1 person you have referred into the immeri associate program. Alright? Now, if you have referred up to 2 people as associates into immeri, alright, there's 2 people or more, you'll be paying 3,600 naira for every new entrant that comes into your board. It does not matter if you are the one who referred them or who sponsored them into immeri. Every new entrant, whether you sponsor them or not, you are going to be getting paid 3,600 for everybody. Now, listen, when the cycle gets completed, remember the board will split into 2. Now, if the board splits into 2 after a cycle and you don't become an elite associate, what happens to you? Have you lost out? No. So for the elite associate, let's look at what he earns. The moment he became an elite associate, immeri will pay him, first of all, an elite bonus of 57,960 naira. Then he's going to be earning team bonus for task 8 to 14, meaning for task 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. That's 7 people, new entrants into his board. For 3 boards, he'll be earning 11,520 naira for every single one of them. 7 of them. Then for the last task, task 15, the person that comes to complete his board and complete the cycle for him is going to be earning for task 15 34,920 naira. Team bonus. That's awesome. So of course, his board is full. That's the cycle. He's going to get promoted. So for getting promoted, immeri will pay him again promotion bonus of 57,960, making as the elite of the associate board, the total earnings is around 231,480 naira. So they get promoted to the executive board. On the executive board, same scenario. Alright, so we don't take too much time on it. 7 existing members, the elite executive is already there. So 8 new entrants, you're one of the new entrants. The board is full, the cycle is completed, the elite executive is promoted, and then of course the board splits into 2. Using qualifications, number 2 takes the first elite position, number 9 takes the second one, then the other members take the other positions on the 2 boards, right? So that's same scenario, same dynamics, same processes, alright? So let's say I am again the elite of the executive board where I'm falling into. But the difference between the executive board and the associate board is this. For you to earn money on the executive board, alright, all you have to do is be a member of the board. Meaning that if no one you have referred into immeri has joined you on the executive rank, you will still earn money. And remember, for the classic package, you start from the pre-associate board. For the agency and the wholesaler program, they start from the associate board. Nobody comes directly into immeri to the executive board. So if you find yourself on the executive board, it means that you have worked your way up there. Alright? Now, like I said, I'm the elite executive of this board. Let's say, for those who do not have anybody that they've referred into immeri come up to the executive ranks with them, what happens to them is this. For task 8 to 15 to get filled up, the 8 new entrants, they will be receiving 5,760 naira times 8. And they can be there for up to 10 cycles if they have not yet made the elite position. Okay? Now, if you have one of your team members come up to meet you as an executive, you'll be earning 11,520 for every new entrant on your board. That's awesome, right? So 11,520 times 8, team bonus. And then you can be there for 10 cycles. Then, if you have 2 of the people you sponsor into immeri already come to meet you at the executive ranks, you'll be earning 17,280 for every new entrant on your board. Now remember, it doesn't matter who brought the people to your board. As long as they come into your board, you'll be getting 17,280 times 8. And you can be there for up to 10 cycles, meaning that you can amass up to over 1 million naira. Alright, even if you have not made the elite position. But as the elite executive, the moment you become an elite executive, you get elite bonus 579,600 naira. 579,600 naira. Elite bonus. The moment you get there, you receive that bonus immediately. Therefore, task 8 to 14, 7 new entrants. You get a team bonus of 115,920 naira. That's amazing. 115,920 naira for task 8. Each of them as you get to task 14. For the last task, task 15, the guy that comes to fill up your board for you to cycle, you're going to be paid 347,760 naira for only the task 15. And of course, before the full and get promoted, and your promotion bonus as an executive is 579,600 naira. So your total earning as elite executive is 2,318,400 naira. Now what does that tell you? It tells you that the least amount you can earn as an executive is 2,318,400, because it's possible for you to have been on 2 or 3 cycles already before you made the elite position. Alright? So now you get promoted from your executive board the manager board. Same scenario, all right? Let me just bring out, so the board is full, the every manager gets promoted, you come in, and then the board splits into two, all right? So let's fill up the positions again. Just like the executive board, on the manager board, even if none of the people you sponsor, the sponsees, have not made it through the manager board, you'll be getting paid. So if you have not gotten any of your team members come up to the manager board like you'll be getting paid $57,960 for every new entrant to your board. So from task 8 to 15, $57,960. And if the board keeps cycling and you don't meet the elite, and you don't meet up to become the elite manager of the board, you can go up to 10 cycles, meaning that there's a possible 4.6 million here for you. Now, if you have one of your team members come up to meet you at the manager board, you'll be getting, for every new person that joins your board, you'll be getting 115,920 naira. So you're going to get that times 8, and you can be there for 10 cycles, meaning that 9.2 million is possible for you, just as a member of the manager board. Now, if you have two managers meet up with you, people that you sponsor into the program, you're getting 173,880 naira times 8. You can be there for 10 cycles, meaning that there's a possible 13.9 million for you as a member of the manager board. But for the elite manager, the moment he gets there, he gets 5,796,000 for being the elite manager of the board. That's the elite bonus, 5,796,000. Therefore, task 8 to 14, the team bonus is going to be earning is 1,159,200 times 7. That's awesome. And then for task 15, it's going to get 3,477,600 just for task 15 alone for team bonus. Of course, his board gets full, he gets promoted, and of course, he gets a promotional bonus of 5,796,000 again, making the total earning. The total earning as an elite manager is 23,184,000 naira, meaning that the least you can earn on the manager board is 23,184,000. So, then we get to the leadership bonus. Now, what it means is this: if you are an executive and any of your direct referrals or people that you refer into immeri meet you up at the executive level, immeri will pay you 57,960. That's awesome. And if you have 10 direct referrals who make that position with you, that means you're earning 57,960 times 10. Then if you've got a manager, every time your direct referrals make manager with you, you earn 579,600. That's awesome. And then if you become director, and any of your directors meet you there, all right, and any of your team members meet you up as a director, you get 5,796,000 naira. That's awesome. The leadership bonus. Okay? The money is real time. This is real time. Director development bonus. Now, what this means is this: once you become a director, okay, once you become a director, then you become a one-star director. One-star director means you have developed another director. You're going to be earning 1% of the group sales under that director. What do I mean? All registrations or activations that go on under that director you developed, let's say in a day, is about 30 million. 1% of that is yours every day. And it goes as high as becoming an Emerald Ambassador, where you'll be earning up to 50% of the group sales under ambassadors that you have developed. Alright? Now let's go to same rank. From one-star director and above, if any of my directors have met me up as a director, means I have, of course, I've become a one-star director. All the sales going on under my director for up to 5 levels, I'll be earning awesome amounts of money. 1% first level, 1% second level, 0.5% third, fourth, and fifth level. That's a lot of money. So as a director, you can actually take a trip and travel around the world. Repeat sales bonus. In immeri, we don't have authorship, right? We don't do compulsory monthly activations, but we retain 10% of your personal income as retention points. What are you meant to do with them? You're meant to use that to pick up products, alright? Now, as you consume the products, now, you won't believe this. 10 levels beneath you, as all your team members are consuming using their retention points. 5% of what they consume is yours. 5% is paid to you. That's awesome. That's awesome, alright? Some incentives. From elite manager upwards, you begin to travel. You are owed travel points, and you begin to travel, alright? And then the car reward. Once you become a director, you get a first car, worth about 5.796 million. You must collect it, you must drive it. The car reward is yours. It's not a fund, alright? Then when you become a 3-star director, means that you develop 3 2-star directors, you'll be getting another car worth 11,592,000. Now, for this second car, it's optional. You can drive it, alright? And then, of course, you can collect the cash if you want. Then we have the house reward. Once you become a diamond ambassador, 2 options. You can either collect 54 million naira or $150,000 cash, go buy your house or build yourself a house, or you go for the immeri penthouse option in Malaysia. The immeri penthouse option is in Nelai in Malaysia. It's not far from the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Alright, fantastic penthouses worth $300,000. Alright, and then of course you also get my Malaysia second home visa, multiple entries for up to 10 years, and then after every 10 years you keep renewing that. So those are the options. So that's the immeri compliance. So we want you to be a part of this immeri vision. We say to ourselves, we stay happy, we stay simple, we're successful, we are happy because we have a rewarding compensation plan that is life changing. Alright? Thank you. See you in immeri, because we want to see you immeri just like I immeri.